Hi guys, it's Scott again, here for another exciting, super fantastic episode of beer testing. But today, we're going to do something a little different. We're not going to be testing beer. I know, you're thinking, beer testing? Why are we not testing beer? It's a little odd. We're actually going to be testing some ciders. I am primarily a cider drinker. I do like beer. It's good. Sometimes it's a little too bitter for me. Sometimes I don't want to sound like a wuss. I am a wuss. Okay, I'm a wuss. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to test out a couple of ciders. I've actually got, I think, 6 or 7 to try, but we're only going to do 3 right now, and we're going to do the other ones later. So, let's get to it. First thing we're going to be testing out is it's a woodchuck. And basically, if you want to try a cider, if you've never tried a cider, try a woodchuck. You know, the amber flavor, it's their, like, I guess most popular flavor, I think. I don't know. But it's the first one I ever drank of a hard cider. And thank you, Andrew Tallman, my brother, for probably buying me one of these when I wasn't old enough. So we're going to try the woodchuck first, and I'll tell you what I think of it. It is very appley. It's a cidery drink. It's sweet. It's not like, let's say, Smirnoff Ice. It's not something women do order it, but it's not something like every, girl's going to be ordering. I've seen guys drink it. It's just very tasty, very sweet. If you want something that to go with a meal, instead of, hey, I'm at the bar, let's get wasted, you want to do this. Get one of these. And the cat's being annoying. Here's the cat, annoying cat, jumping all over everything. Okay, so, there's really not much to get into with colors or anything like that of ciders or smells, because they pretty much usually have the same coloration. They smell like, well, hey, apples. So, we're going to try it out here. The cat's being really annoying. It is appley, and it is, like I said, it's very sweet, but it's actually, oddly enough, not, like, you wouldn't really drink this and think apples. You'd smell it and think apples. But as far as drink go, it's just very fruity. It's like if you have things that taste like grapes or apples or any other sort of fruit, you would just describe this as fruity. So, drink fruity drinks, man, that sucks. Okay, so that right there is a woodchuck. Let me give you some facts about woodchuck, actually. 5% alcohol, so same as a beer. So if you try to drink one of these and some guy calls you a pussy, chances are he's drinking something with possibly even less in it. Because some beers have like 3% alcohol in them. Let's see. Very high in calories, 200 calories. Ooh. It's actually made in Middlebury, Vermont. Vermont is just a really big place for ciders. They drink a lot of cider there. They make a lot of cider there. And cider, for those of you who don't know, it has been around for quite a while. It's not something like in the past 10 years that came around. It's people have been drinking hard cider for a long, long time. So there it is, woodchuck. Like I said, if you're going to try a cider, try this one first, then kind of expand from there. Whether or not you think this is too sweet or not sweet enough, there's a bunch of different ones out there. So I'm going to take a quick pause here and enjoy some of this, and then we will go to the next one. Alright, let's move on. The next one we're going to try is actually one that I had to come to Colorado to get, even though it's bottled in Vermont. For some reason, they just don't have this in Wisconsin, where I'm from. It's called Cider Jack. There we have it. It's 1% higher alcohol, 6% alcohol. Let's see, some facts here. It says hard cider, less than 1% of natural apple flavor. And most of these, I don't know about all of these, but the other thing is if you're on a gluten-free diet, I'm not. I'm not even sure what glutens are, actually, but I've heard people being on gluten-free diets. Most ciders that I've had say on the bottle gluten-free. So, if you can't have beer because of gluten and you have to drink something like this, drink cider. So here we go. This is also one of the the few ciders that I've had that don't have twist-off caps, but have actually ones you have to use bottle openers for. So, and here comes the cat because she heard the bottle open. Therefore, there's a cap for her to play with somewhere. All right, so here we go. It's actually pretty light. Get away from the cat. Cat. It actually doesn't have much of a scent, fruity or otherwise. It's just kind of very dull scent. So kind of tastes like the stuff that I make myself, which I have to bottle still. I make cider myself. None of it's turned out extremely good. It's drinkable. I gave a couple to some people I work with. Some said, one guy said a little bit dry, but otherwise kind of tasty. Two other people said they dumped it out. Uh, and that's kind of where I would go with this. It kind of tastes kind of what I make. It's not very sweet at all. Even though, I mean, I'll use apple cider, I'll use apple juice. I would love someday to get an apple press and actually press my own apples and get the juice out of them. But for now, I'm just buying apple cider and stuff from the store. So let's see. Take another sip here. There's not much of a flavor to it, which is maybe why it's only available out here and not in Wisconsin. So I'm going to try to enjoy a couple more sips of this, and then I will get on to the next one. All right, we're back, but I mean, we really haven't gone anywhere. So the third thing we're going to try today is actually called Hornsby's Cider. I actually have a WoW character named Hornsby. It's a gnome warrior. It's the amber draft flavor. There's also one crisp apple, maybe. It's a green bottle. It's a dry cider, and dry, from what I've Googled on the internet, dry basically means that they let all or most of the sugars ferment into alcohol. That doesn't mean the drink isn't sweet. Doesn't mean it doesn't still have sugar or anything in it. It just means that all the fermentable sugars were made into alcohol. There still might be unfermentable sugars, that kind of thing. So 6% alcohol, kind of like the last one. Where is this made? Let's see. I have no idea. This bottle is not very fact-filled. It's fun-filled, but not fact-filled. So, see, it's got a cool little rhino on it. I like the label. It's kind of cool looking. I don't know if rhinos eat apples or not. Maybe they just hate apples and they like barreling through crates of apples and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this one up. Pour a little bit in the glass. This one you can definitely smell the alcohol in. It's still pretty sweet. I'm advertising for MrBeer.com. I just noticed that. Your kids suck and they don't work very well. So, like I said, you can smell the alcohol. It does actually smell like a tartar kind of apple. Let's taste it here. It's definitely not really as sweet as some of the other ciders. So if you're looking for something a little darker or drier, as they call it, get one of these because it's pretty good. Again, it's called Hornsby's, and there's I think one other flavor, and I don't think I liked it as much. But God, it's hard to do cider testings because there's really not much to say other than hey, this is good or this sucks, and really none of them suck. Some of them just aren't as good as others. So, I mean, when you got beer, you got a whole, dark beer, light beer, bitter beer, sweeter beers, that kind of thing. With ciders, you got, hey, it tastes like fruit, So, I think I might actually try another one here because I think I have like 4 or 5 left. So, I'm going to pause it here, and I'll be right back, and we'll do a review at the end. So, I'll be right back. Oh. Before I go, I want to show you guys this. My cat is a freak. And this has nothing to do with cider. But I was sitting there playing some World of Warcraft earlier. I do that, in case you didn't know. And I'm sitting there, and for some reason she loves... I use this like Aveda hair gel, this all natural, so hopefully it's not completely poisonous and toxic for her or anything. But she will come up behind me while I'm playing World of Warcraft, and she'll do this. A little strange, I know. But anyways, just wanted to show you that, so I'll be right back.